Pisces. This is your January 2019 reading. I've pre-shuffled the cards, so I'm just going to give them a quick shuffle and then cut them, and we can get right to it. Hope everyone's new year has been pretty good. Hope it's off to a good start. This eclipse in Leo, I believe it is. Something else. And we're in Capricorn season, North Node in Cancer, Uranus and Mars in Aries. Ho ho, there's a lot of power there. It's a lot of impatience, right? Wanting to move forward, get crack-a-lacking on things. Okay, I think that's enough shuffling. Let's cut these babies here. Okay. All right. Moon in reverse. Knight of Swords, Pisces. Two of Swords. Oh, clarity, clarity, clarity. A lot to say. What you think you know, Pisces? Oh. Chiron is in Pisces currently. Let's see what... Okay, you have the Magician as your underlying energy. Move these over so we can get the Magician in on this. Okay, beautiful Magician card. Okay, so what we have here is a failure to communicate. No, what we have here is actually quite the opposite. We've come to a conclusion. We come to a place of clarity and understanding. There's been a lot of soul searching recently. You've been on the fence about something, or you have been locked in a mental battle, right? Some kind of dichotomy, some kind of back and forth volleying of ideas, right? Of what is your truth? What do you know? What are you sure of? And how to proceed. You're in a really good place, Pisces. You have the Nine of Pentacles. This is about a person who has comfort, who has abundance, who has built very much for themselves, very much that they can be proud of. They have many comforts. This is a card of luxury. Look at her. She's living her best life. Oh my gosh. Hello. In her garden, in her best dress. Hello. That's probably not even her best dress. Dripping sauce. So, sorry Pisces, I'm a little, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Okay, so you have come to a place where you have so much, and yet there is something missing. You have this Ten of Cups here. You're not quite emotionally satisfied with something. Something, you feel that something is, it could be better, right? What these cards are encouraging you to do is to understand that the two swords are not necessary. You are protecting your heart with intellect, right? With the way things should be, with the ideal, with the other. And all that you need to concern yourself with is your truth and what you know and how you feel. And so there seems to be this desire to either to enlighten someone, to tell someone what your truth is, to set them straight. And it may not be anything bad even. I'm going to pull the Gilded Reverie cards. These are clarifiers. It's not that it's anything bad, but it's like something that has been on your mind and you need to get it off your chest, and it's quick. It's like this quick impulsive act, right? The nights are about action, right? It's I need to tell you something. I need to get this off my chest, right? You have the fish, which is interesting. Pisces, ha ha. Okay, and this is regarding manifestation of what you're trying to do. You're trying to do something here, and you're wanting to tell this person, like, listen, this is what I'm trying to do. Like, maybe this person, there's a misunderstanding about what the truth really is. Perhaps this person or these people believe one thing about you. Maybe they thought you came into this lifestyle like by some stroke of luck or something. You know what I mean? Like, some people see the way you're living and they're like, oh, they have it easy, or they have this misconception about you and what you've acquired or achieved for yourself. And so maybe there's a need to set someone straight or to be very clear about something. All right? And there is no fear here. There is no fear here. The moon in reverse is about getting your sea legs. Is about getting a sense of, and it's funny, it's not clarity because it's the moon. This is about having faith in your intuition, in your feelings, in what you know without evidence. For example, you know that you'll be okay no matter what. You know that you are capable. Regardless of what life throws at you, you know you can handle it. That's the moon in reverse. The moon upright is like, oh, I don't know. Every shadow could be something potentially that I can handle, and so I'm apprehensive, and I'm, seeing like all kinds of ghosts in the woods when it's really just branches. It's like, girl, dude, whatever it is, like, we gonna break the heck out of them branches. Like, it doesn't matter. We gonna light them branches on fire and use them to light our way. How about that? And so, I've been shuffling this forever. We have the fish and we have the tree. The tree is like the tree of life. So there is abundance here with the fish. And the tree, is about health and longevity and putting down roots. Pisces, I am so sorry about that. Sorry for the interruption. Now, the fish is about abundance, and the tree of life, it's about health. It's about understanding that one's health is connected to the divine, right? We are all energy. We are all energetic beings, first and foremost. And so it all ties in, right? And Pisces are a very intuitive sign. You guys know things without knowing, and how you feel affects what your body does. If there are any health concerns, it's important to know that you have all the tools necessary to take charge of your healing. It's also important to you got that Hermit card. Hermit is the Virgo card, and Virgo is about healing. Virgo is the healer. It could be that you have come through a healing. I want to see what the third card says. Those fish are abundant, and you guys rule fish. This is so for you. Maybe there is a clarity as to what you need to do to heal. Maybe you have this understanding. You know what you need to do. And someone rushes in and tells you, listen, you need to do the X, Y, and Z. You tripping. Like, maybe you're going back and forth on what you need to do to heal yourself. Maybe this is a family issue. And you have the dog, which is about loyalty, friendship. So it's like, perhaps there is a good friend that is telling you what you need to do to heal. This is beyond physical healing. Something tells me this is beyond physical healing. This is a healing that is deeper than just physical. This is a spiritual healing as well. This healing goes deep, even through generations. The tree suggests deep roots. It could be that there is something that has been passed down from one generation to the next that requires some kind of attention, and you are being offered that information, and you might not like it. The person might say it in a very sharp way, because the Knight of Swords is very sharp, straightforward. They tend to blurt things out. But upright, he's not wrong. You know, he's not wrong. He's totally right, and you may know it. There may be an indulgent lifestyle, right? And but this Magician card is suggesting that you have what it takes to to heal yourself. Now, that dog could be a distraction as well. Okay. You know what you need to do. You know there are certain steps you need to take. And this is all over the place. It started out with you achieving a certain level of success. You're in your glory here. And then it turns into a reading about healing. So it might be different messages for different people, because this is a general reading after all. Okay. The fish also is about independence, right? Resources. Diving deep, right? For those resources. And it teaches us to make the most of our resources, right? So this woman here, she's making the most of her resources. How you know she didn't make that dress? She might have made that dress. You know? She might have this beautiful garden, but she might have land where she has her own cotton or she has her own silkworms. It's quite possible she made it herself, right? But she looks like $1 million. And so she's made a little go a very long way, and people are getting maybe the wrong idea about her. And she's had to set them straight and say, listen, I've been through a lot. I've made $1 out of 15 cents. And it's taken me a very long time to get to where I am. You know, I've maybe defied my lineage. I've defied what my parents and grandparents and great-grandparents have gone through, and I've aspired for more, and I've achieved it, right? I've broken the cycle, right? Or it could be that you're trying to break that cycle. You're almost there. You've done a lot, right? But there's something you're blind to that this person will shed light on. And they will encourage you. They will encourage you. Because you have the dog here, and then you have the knight. The knight is telling you, boo, you need to do X, Y, and Z. Boom. And it's like, this is what's going on. This is what's happening. I know you don't like it, but here it is. Here are the facts. And they may speak out of turn because it's the Knight of Swords, but they're with you. Okay, so I am also absolutely. I was looking at the dog. They're absolutely with you. They're gonna be like, listen, you know what you need to do. He's bringing the leash. Like, hello, time to go for that walk. Let's go. That dog's on point. He's on point. He's like, listen, it's time for my walk. I don't know what you're doing over there in your dress and such. You gotta put on some sweatpants and some sneakers and take me for a walk. Shoot. Over here lounging and sashaying and such. Okay. Time to get out of this house. Get moving. Get crack-a-lacking. So, I'll pull Wisdom of the Oracle cards. I don't know if I'll just pull one because I kind of did the clarifiers and I don't want this reading to go all willy-nilly with a whole bunch of cards and such. Oh! Come to the edge. This is the card. I'll show it to you. I love these. Come to the edge. She's dancing on the edge of that there little bit of land. Throwing her little petals of love. Look at her. Okay. That's number 36. So let's see what that says. What are the messages for you? And it was in reverse, so I'm going to read the protection message. Here we go. Come to the edge. Courage. Taking a leap of faith. Overcoming fear and accepting risk. See, that is the moon. That is the moon reversed. Overcoming fear. Look at Mr. Hermit. Mr. Hermit is on the edge of that cliff. He wants to know. He wants to see. She is in her garden, right under her arbor there, fabulous, but possibly shielded, right? She's kind of protected in a way, or hidden. Hidden is the word. It's like her secret garden, right? And there are things that you need to see. There's this theme of knowing, of seeing, of being brave, getting your sea legs, right? Of venturing out. Virgo is the opposite of Pisces. Virgo wants to know details. They want to see things clearly. They want to understand how things work. How are we doing this? What's the best way to ensure success? What are the steps? What do I need to do? If you need to lose weight, well, what's the best way? What do I need to do? How often? What's this going to take? The dog is like, well, just take me for a walk. Damn. How about we start there? I'm going to read you the message and then the protection message. Facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated. To feel the exhilaration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith. Spirit is present, so let go of fear. You are called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you may find your miracles. That's a beautiful message. You have two rainbows here. You have light shining through these fish, these rainbow colored fish. Okay. Rainbow. Let me show you the rainbow. Look at that rainbow on that beautiful tree of life. Right? Let me show you that cute pooch. That cute pooch. Right? But pooch is like, take me for a walk. Now, here's the protection message. Fear is leading the way into places you don't need to go. Most of what you fear at the moment is an illusion stemming from old belief that isn't even true. Now is a time for courage. You will not be lost at sea. You will not watch everyone else get what you want while you are left alone and unloved. Oh, the drama of it all. False evidence appearing real is hovering over you. That spells fear. The more you dwell on fear, the more real it will be, or it will become. Ask yourself, who in me is afraid? Love that part of you. Ask, is this true and real right now? The answer most likely is no. Give yourself a hug. It's okay to be scared. Courage must be summoned. In spite of your fear, even when you're not feeling confident, Spirit will always catch you. It's important not to use the past as your compass for the future. You are a different person than you were, and you'd be using the worst guidance possible, right? You can't use an old map to find your way to where you're going. You have to use a current map, right? Something up to date, recent, not from the past. And so if you are fearing something, fear comes from what you don't know and also what's happened before. You're either looking in the past or in the future. That causes fear. But does it apply to right now? Is that what's happening now? Or are you afraid that that is what will happen because it happened before? That is not real or true. What you feel is real. But what you're telling yourself is happening is not the truth. This is what this Two of Swords is about. It's about, there is the truth, and then there's what you're blinding yourself from, right? There is the truth, and then there isn't the truth. There's no two truths. It's either it's this or it's that for you, not in general, for you, right? And once you take that blindfold off and you face it, then you can take the next steps necessary to handle whatever it is, one step at a time. But the Magician is telling you, you have all those tools. The Magician has one sword, and that one sword is the truth. And as below, so above. That is a very powerful statement. As above, so below is about what you believe is what comes. He knows the connection between what I believe about my body is what my body does. The stress that I focus on affects my body on an energetic level. I manifest my illnesses, right? I'm a giant magnet, and I can either draw in health and longevity and prosperity, or I can draw in and attract disease, poverty, struggle. But it all begins with me. My thoughts, my feelings, me. My truth, what I'm telling myself. Right underneath you have the Strength card. Pisces is a bit of a mess here. You know how to use what you have. That's what the fish is about. Making the most out of very little, right? Your tree of life, that's about things that have gone through generations. They have very deep roots. Maybe there's an illness that has passed from generation to generation, and you realize you are afraid that this is what will happen. Maybe you're not going to the doctor and getting tests done because you're afraid of what the answer will be. But understand, Virgo card, knowing is important in order to form a plan to correct it. And the care we have today doesn't even compare. What our parents and grandparents had in their generation doesn't compare with what's available today. So take that blindfold off and allow yourself to see what is available to you and the resources that you have and what you do have power over, what you can do for yourself. Don't allow yourself to fall into helplessness. You are a powerful being. You are the magician here. This is the tree of life calling to you. Its roots go deep. This is significant. This is powerful. And so you have help. This is loyalty. This is strong friendship, caring, loyalty, right? Someone that will be with you through thick and thin. If this isn't a person, this is spirit itself guiding you. So you have much love, much abundance in your life. Focus on that. and do not let fear dictate your life. Okay, Pisces, kisses, all the best. See you next month. Bye.